When learning, and particularly memorising key knowledge, it's important to think about how the brain and memory work. The average number of things you can hold in your working memory is about 7, but our long-term memory banks are vast. Retrieval from those memory banks is our challenge in revision and memorising, and the key to this is finding ways to speed up and help the process of retrieval. Mnemonic devices are mental tools to help us memorise information. This video focuses on more simple and well-known mnemonic devices, and next week we'll look into some slightly more complex ones. For all of them, they use the ability of the brain to forge links to cue memory. The most common mnemonics use either a trigger word or memorable phrase, and they're the focus for this tip. Firstly, the trigger word approach. An example is the use of the trigger word FAST to remember the signs of a stroke. FAST stand for face, arms, speech and time. To create them, you look at the key elements you need to remember in a list and the letters that they begin with, and then try to organise them into a word or few words to make sense as a trigger word. The second approach, the memorable phrase approach, two well-known examples of this are remembering the colours of the rainbow in order with the memorable phrase Richard of York gave battle in vain, or remembering how to spell rhythm with the memorable phrase rhythm helps your two hips move. For these, you also look at the key elements you need to remember in a list and the letters they begin with, and then try to think of a phrase that's easy to remember that uses the same letters. For both, the more they make sense and link to the meaning of the content, the more effective the memory cue will be. Both of these are hard to create for yourself, but firstly, there'll likely be some well-known ones that your teachers or revision guides will use and give you to help in your memory. And secondly, the hard work that you put into creating them is paid back because the best ones make remembering lots of information really quick, especially in a high-pressure situation like acting fast for a stroke victim or sitting in an exam hall.